Welcome back to Gintama. Now, of course, we can follow the lives of Gintoki, Shinpachi, Kagura, or maybe even Hasegawa. Well, obviously not, because his life's a mess. Luckily, in this episode, I think we're taking a break from them, and we're going to see something else for once. Whether that's for the best or not, I have yet to see. All I can hope is that the animators got paid so that we can actually have some new backgrounds. Not expecting much, though. Let's go. Movie night. Okay, it's actually looked like they're trying. And this is not in any way reminiscent of Star Wars. At least it didn't have the scrolling text. And I probably shouldn't have started recording this while I'm eating my lunch, so... I think we might possibly be focusing on this planet for a while. Well, damn. That's it for that civilization. It's always nice when a vastly superior species or whatever takes over. Okay, I'm glad they qualified what it actually was, if it wasn't living or artificial. Ah, not a loss then. So basically you've switched places with those that you are fighting with. For some reason, I always find these kind of post-apocalyptic landscapes oddly nice. Yeah, probably just don't send them to the front lines, though. Unless the children are specifically gifted for fighting. Of course, we are following our favourite half-bald alien hunter. If they're building him up to this extent, he's kind of have to appear. Don't raise too many flags, please. We can't end the movie too early. For some reason, I had a No Game No Life 0. Was that what it was called? Memory, like from the beginning of that, where they were sacrificing their own men. how useful that umbrella is. Still no answers on how it is, on where the ammunition is stored for it. Am I the only one that thinks it's slightly odd that an umbrella has a sheath? Sheath. That is a dashing comb over. He's been through many battles. Of course, there's going to be some damage. I don't think he is entirely bald, unless he. I remember him having his like part of his hair pulled off, not all of it. Of course, it's been quite a while since we've seen. Even though they just said his name, I can't remember Uma Bozo. So I could be wrong. Thanks for letting us have a close up. And all of them seem to have that magical pulsing etching throughout the inside of those black spheres. Now that probably was just a slip of the tongue. He stuttered. That was all it was. Apologise to everyone that's bald. I didn't actually think they were gonna immediately say that comment after I said it, but they've done a few of those jokes in Gintama, so. Oh, he was bald. I only remember half of it. And is that their vehicle or just one that's happened to escape the destruction recently? He's going to drive off. I'm guessing the tape that's attached to that wig is very choosy about when it wants to work. Yo. Everyone looks so miserable, but then again, I think it's fair enough. After having their entire way of life destroyed in front of them. Yep, raise their spirits. Just make sure he's wearing a hat. Oh. You're meant to be here to protect them. Maybe you should try to remember that. Even if they do have some very hurtful comments. Well, this settlement is done for. No witnesses. Is he one to let bygones be bygones? Gotta have those story twists to keep it interesting. Any particular reason why it rose up then? Was it unhappy with what humanity has done? Okay. It's kind of a nice idea for this. Like the planet is literally rising up to fight them. I really I really wouldn't like to see what the Earth had to think about us currently. Kind of a catch-22, isn't it? So how is this issue gonna play out then? Is it gonna be resolved in the usual Gintama fashion? I like the ambient noise of the settlement. For the future of everyone. But it wasn't particularly hidden. They can be taken down with some just light ammunition, though, so. Other than the just surprise attacks and being able to fly, what do they actually have going for them? Yep. At least someone has the will to keep going. Boom. Oh, well, she was trying to grow. The world was uninhabitable without the Atlas system. And she is. Why does it feel like I've seen those ships before? She hasn't given up on the planet yet. See, why wasn't the entrance hidden like the landing pad there? Sloppy work. She doesn't want to give up on the planet itself, but when are we going to learn her reasoning behind it? Well, if the soil isn't fertile enough, then you can't just grow crops or anything easily. But considering the level of technology that it looked like they had when the Atlas system first rose up, it was like, what? Medieval-ish, it looked like. You couldn't have destroyed the planet that easily. And Gintama really likes to reuse this music. Or at least some close to it. She did have a good point though, so if we just abandon it now, you won't have learned practically any lessons, so we're just doomed to repeat the same mistakes. She has good ideals, but obstinate to the point of self-destruction. At least her as a character doesn't want to bring people into it unnecessarily if they don't want to, so she's not forcing anyone. Is he gonna take the sapling as well? And now the strongest alien hunter. It is actually the end. Is he actually going to finish the battle here, though? Kinda. But if her thinking is correct, then the planet itself isn't done for, even if he does take down the sphere. Because he's the strongest. He, if he hadn't have met Gintoki beforehand, would he have... What is up with that plant? If he hadn't met with Gintoki beforehand, then would he have had that same way of thinking and went through with all of the fighting for her? Okay. Was this it? Was this just a hair growth ad? Was this entire thing just an advert? I actually quite like that joke. I do like good advertising campaigns. Preferably not one that you have to sit through for half an hour, but there are some that have like overarching stories just for an advert. Some of them are, well, sometimes that's the best, isn't it? But also, if that was an advert about hair growth and saying, look, you shouldn't give up, fight to the bitter end because it's not over, maybe you should have shown better progress than a singular strand. Oh well. No. I wanted a cool battle movie thing featuring Bowser, whatever. Pronunciation is difficult, but instead I got exactly what I wanted. It just turned out to be an advert. Damn. They haven't really expanded on Catherine all too much, so it was only a matter of time. I'm so confused. And the reason for my confusion probably isn't what you think. The mini Gintoki Kagura. Why does it feel like she fits that personality so well? He really is a bad influence. But it's nice to see Kagura's father and the universe's best alien hunter doing well. At least he's got work. How about that? But there's more Gintama to come, so if you enjoyed this episode, then let me know down below. And also, if you want to make sure you never miss any episodes in the future, subscribe to the channel, which quite a few of you aren't. Turn on notifications, but most importantly, get some rest, so you can definitely be back for the next one. I'm glad my videos haven't actually turned out to be a 30-minute long advert, but who knows, I may decide to disappoint you all and one day fall into that trap. But in the meantime, I have to give my thanks out to Flordotaku, Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Denima 1997, Lewis Almanza, Aisha M, Danny Tree, ASD, Shiwan and everyone else, because they at least keep that future at bay. So thank you.